come on in for the first ever Lunchtime with Sam. We're going to take a seat and we're going to sit down and gently relax and learn about MAPEI products and all the things that they do for you and the environment. Lunchtime with Sam here at the TCNA booth. So, first things first, I have my friend Scott right here. Scott is going to spread a mortar. Now, it's not just any mortar. This is a lightweight mortar. It comes in a 25-pound bag, does as much as a product in a 50-pound bag. Now you're like, Sam, how do you do that? Mathematically, that does not work out. I take the sand and get rid of it, and I put lightweight hollow sphere glass beads. That is a byproduct of the steel industry. If I'm going to make a steel I-beam, I'm in the steel industry, I make what they call an epoxy cast with sand and epoxy, the shape of the I-beam. Then I pour the molting steel in there, and that molting steel melts the sand and turns it to glass, and I get these little glass bubbles. Well, they were taking these glass bubbles and just putting them in landfills. The problem is they're going to live on planet Earth for about 1 million years before they break down. We took those glass bubbles, perfectly round, and added them in our product instead of the sand. It makes the product flow and slide across easier. Listen, go ahead, Scott. Ready? Hear it. The reason is you don't have a sharp aggregate of sand that's catching and grabbing and making that noise. I've got a round bead rolling. I got little marbles, little ball bearings in there rolling across. Here's the other thing. It's lightweight. 25-pound bag does as much as a 50-pound bag. So think about a floor that's on a wood substrate. I'm going to put 10 bags of product on there. If I used a 50-pound bag, I added 500 pounds of weight in mortar to that system. Yet if I use this product, I added 250 pounds of weight of mortar to that system. That's half the weight. We've minimized deflection. We save space. But more importantly than all of that, this is ultralight mortar zero with zero impact on the climate. It's the only product sold here in the United States that meets that standard. Now, how do we do that? Well, we went through on our process and we looked how we manufactured the product. And we made sure that we didn't have any waste or that our CO2 emissions was as minimum as it could be. Then we brought in an outside source that estimated what our carbon footprint was every time we manufactured the product. And they associated a fee to that, or a tax. We paid that tax, and they take that money and they reinvest it in reforesting forests that add oxygen to the air. And so it's called a carbon offset. It's the best we could do at this point, but we wanted a product at zero. In Europe, we have 12 to 13 products that are in this category, but it's the first one here in the United States in this category in the flooring division. Now, somebody said, well, that doesn't even mean anything to me. That's fine. I got 19 other mortars you can select from. But if the environment matters to you, this is the product you need to be thinking about. And this is not for me, it's for him. It's for the future. It's not for the current, this isn't gonna impact me. It's gonna impact him and his children. That's what this is for. If I save the forest, if I put oxygen in the air, all of that I do, it's for the next generation and the generations to follow after that. It's for them. That's who it's for. So that's up to you. It doesn't affect the drying time at all. It impacts the product in no way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, the product is super creamy smooth. You feel, and feel the round, you feel how round that is? Yeah. Yes, sir. What's the working time with that? So you're looking at about 45 minutes open time, right? And that's what you need after that. So you want to get it down and get the mortar set on top of it. Also, though, what did he set it on top of? He set it on top of UM35, which is an underlayment mat. Now, that's important because, I messed with my mic and now I'll move it up. That's important because it's 1/8 of an inch. Sometimes I can't build up elevations. I live in Florida. If you don't live in Florida, I live in a hurricane zone. Any place where there's hurricanes, my exterior doors are going to swing out because I can't have the hurricane blowing my door in. But any place where there's a chance of snow, my exterior doors are going to swing in because I can't have the snow stopping me from opening up the door. So the elevation of the floor is crucial on a place where the door swings in. I can't jack it up too high or I'm gonna have to start cutting exterior doors. I don't wanna do that. In Florida, I can jack the floor up as high as I want. Eventually, I'll start messing with code on the electrical outlet on the floor. But when I used to do wood floors in Florida, I put down Visqueen tar paper, 3/4 inch plywood, shot that down with a Hilti gun, and then put a 3/4 inch floor on top. I jacked the floor up 1.5 inches. The doors all swung out, so it wasn't an issue. We also make foam board. Now, foam board comes in 2-inch, 1-inch. Microphone failure. I got it. You can hear me without this. I project well. That's what I used to tell my teachers. 2-inch, 1-inch, 1/2 inch, or 5/8, 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch. If you need to go less than that, if you need to go 1/8 inch, then I have it here with the MAPEI Guard UM35 mat. Roll that out. This can double as a waterproof membrane and can double as a moisture-proof membrane. Now, why would I need a moisture-proof membrane? All right, first things first, I got a fresh young slab. It's a remodel. It's 8-9 days old. There's still moisture flying out of that slab, but the contractor's going, please, we need to get this thing done. Can you do something? The something I can do would be go ahead and use a rapid setting mortar, put this down, seal off the seams. On the back side of that, it will allow the moisture to rise up, pass through the fabric, travel across, and vent out into the air, but not impact your floor. Sam, it's tile. How would it impact my floor? You ever heard of this thing called efflorescence? Efflorescence is when there's too much moisture, it gets in with the Portland-based cement, activates the lime, and now I get this salty, slimy, white stuff that keeps coming up to the top because you have a moisture issue. Now remember, moisture comes in 3 forms, a liquid, a solid, and a gas. When we're talking about moisture, in a liquid, it's the water we drink, it's the ocean we swim in. In a solid, it's ice or it's snow. In a gas, it's vapor, so it's fog, or a better example of that is go into the bathroom, close the door, turn the hot water on, let the bathroom steam up. That steam is in the form of a vapor. It's still water. The water molecule separated in half, got hot and separated in half, and floated and got lighter than air. And then when it comes in contact with something cooler and cools down, it reconnects and turns into a water drop. And that's why you get water dripping down your glass sliding door, because it's cooler. You're trying to prevent that water from rising up and attacking the back of this tile system and possibly creating efflorescence. Another way to avoid efflorescence, though, is to go with a rapid setting install system, because you don't use Portland cement, you use calcium aluminate cement. It's a different type of cement, and there's no free lime in there. So if you use that, then you have no chance of efflorescence. It won't contribute to efflorescence, but the concrete slab could, and it'll push it up and through. This could help prevent that. Pardon? Is that something you can get from like Florida decor, or is that something? Not yet, but soon. If you want, you can stop by the MAPEI booth and talk to, we'll find your local rep and we'll find out where it's located at your location to get those boards at. We also have spinny leveling clips. Look, I can go on all day long about the stuff we have. Booth's right over there if you want to. Stop on by. Everybody Just give me one more minute. It's been a little weird the last couple of years, but we made it. We're here. Everybody make good money. Everybody be proud of the work you do. The business is good out there. Recruit the next generation. I like seeing you here. Recruit the next generation. Expose them and understand something. If you're an installer, this is the beginning of your journey. 25 years ago, if you told me this is what I would be doing, seriously? The only thing I thought I would be doing was snapping lines and installing. This is the beginning of the journey. In our business, we need, the business needs experienced ex-installers to be technical guys, to be sales guys, to go ahead, to be chemists, to be national presenters. We need that because an ex-installer can walk into a room and go, that's always a problem every time. The elevation difference there, you've got to go ahead and add an extra inch of mud to that right there. This is too low. Why is that over there? The door's on the wrong side. We see all of that stuff. We live it every single day. You need that eye. If you're young and in the business, enjoy it, work hard. But if you want to do something else, stay within the business and go and talk to these people around here and find out, do you need somebody with experience that needs, I have a technical eye? There's so many different things you can do. So many different things in this business you can do. One last thing. No certificate of occupancy is given to a commercial building until the floor gets put in. They are waiting for us. Be proud of the work you do. Last time I went to Italy and looked at an 1,800-year-old floor, I was like, I pray one of my floors lasts this long. That dude is smiling. I can't wait to meet that guy when I go up. I took my shoes off. That dude put a floor down that's 1,800 years old, is still there and still functional. That's what we do. We're construction artists. There's no other trade quite like us. Be proud of what we do, make money. I'm proud of you. If you're currently using MAPEI products, thank you. If you're not, you should maybe stop on by and give us a chance. Everybody make money in 2023. See ya.